Hey, when I point at you, I want you to say your name out loud. Hello. Aha, I see you didn't know I know your name, did you? Alright, well, welcome to LiVeD, Heaven's live video devotional. You already know the drill. I hope you got your Bibles. Let's get right into it. The word of the street tonight is coming from 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 2. Alright, I'm going to give you a second to get that. That's 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 2. And it reads, "For anyone who speaks in a tongue does not speak to men, but to God. Indeed, no one understands him. He utters mysteries with his spirit." Deep. So the question for tonight, who here knows sign language? Okay, well, not many people know sign language, but you know exactly what it is. And it's mainly meant for those who can't hear or can't speak. They're deaf or they're dumb, either from birth or whenever the onset of their ailment, they usually learn sign language. From then on, that's their form of communication with everybody. They use hand symbols and facial expressions and body language cues to communicate and convey the message to others around them, as well as being able to receive a message to themselves. They even train to read lips of those, and so they can really get a grasp on what you're trying to say. My fiance knows sign language, and she's quite fluent. And I admire that because when I watch her have a conversation with someone else who can't hear, who also knows sign language, I'm lost. But I'm not just lost because I don't understand. I'm lost because since I don't know sign language, there is no other way for me to be able to reach that person. And so I stand there motionless. I stand there like a brick wall, and there's no communication. It's like a dead flow. She's teaching me sign language, and so one day I might be able to do some communication, and it's not going too well, but I'll get there one day. And you may be thinking, saying like me, that you don't know any sign language, but it feels like we use sign language every day. I mean, you ever feel like you're talking and no one understands what you're saying? No one knows the interpretation. Perhaps other people are talking around you and you just don't understand. You try every kind of body language thing that you know, any kind of symbol or facial expressions that you can possibly think, and none of it is working. But I came to let you know that God understands. He is quite fluent in the language of you and your situation. And he is most capable of not only listening, but fixing your problems. You just have to let him in. And a bonus to all of this is that once you let Jesus in, not only will he understand you, but he'll teach you sign language so that you may be able to help other people that are around you. Have a good night, and I'll see you again tomorrow at 10 p.m.